Howdy, Dr. Pabletti. This is Critical Theory in Contemporary Dramaturgy, specifically the chapters that the capsules that you emailed me about, which is post-structuralism, postmodernism, and intersectionality, and new media studies. And once again, all of this is based off of Chemers and Carpenter's A Ghost Light. So, post-structuralism / postmodernism. Post-structuralism emerges as a reaction against modernism's belief in stable truth and progress. Modernism assumed that systems of knowledge were grounded in logic, that meaning could be discovered. Through careful interpretation, post-structuralism challenges that assumption. In the text, it describes it as chaotic, founded on nothing, much but illusionary corrections. Page 90. The truth is that this helps construct a strong sense of language and power. Now, postmodernism grows out of this idea. If meaning is unstable and identity is socially constructed, then hierarchies like high versus low art or dominant versus subordinate perspectives lose their authority. In dramaturgy specifically, we can see that this no longer creates a search for a single correct interpretation. Instead, it becomes a space where things can be destabilized and reconfigured. In other words, as I can see in the PowerPoint right here, I said meaning is not fixed, and that's a really important part and takeaway that I took specifically in regards to post-constructionalism and postmodernism. Next, intersectionality. Intersectionality develops in response to the limitations of binary thinking. Many critical theories divide the world into opposal categories, like oppressor and oppressed, or male and female. But the text reminds us that, quote, the subjects of these categories are not homogeneous. That is to say, they do not all face the same challenges or share the same traits merely because they are grouped together by a particular theory. Page 104. We are able to see how this idea is able to show people who are marginalized, such as Black women, queer people, as well as other people who are culturally seen as the oppressed. It marks an important representation because it helps avoid flattening characters into a single identity marker. Instead, it helps us show how race, gender, class, and sexuality overlap to share a lived experience. Intersectionality pushes theater towards seeing things as more complex and layered portrayals of identity. So, the biggest understanding that I would say I have with this is that things are not black and white. Intersectionality shows us that things are not binary. As previously stated, it's like the oppressor versus the oppressed, male versus female, black and versus white, colonizer versus the colonized. And you can talk about this in regards to many different people groups into so many different categories. But the truth is that when we use dramaturgy and intersectionality together, you can see that all of these categories belong to a variety of colors in the rainbow. There's so much that having this black and white viewpoint that does not get shown. And I think it's incredibly important that we are able to see things as more complex, to be able to really conduct the research, to be able to face these intersecting points of lives, especially for characters. Next. New media studies. New media studies examines how digital technology reshapes performance. Historically, critics worried that technology would, quote, liveness, liveness evolved in mediated environments, and that mediation does not eliminate liveness, it transforms it. This ecosystem of contemporary life, the text encourages us to see dramaturgy as porous and as systemic, but with this new media studies, it shows us that things are consistently evolving. Technology is consistently evolving. Technological ecosystems are consistently evolving. So, quote, in a digital context, people do not participate by being there. People are there by participating. We can see this with modern platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and realistically, so many other things. People participate. People are participating, not by being there physically on set, not by being there seeing the production of this famous TikTok dance. No, rather, they are participating because they are leaving comments, they are reviewing, they are posting their own reviews, their own viewpoints of this piece that was published. And I think that is incredibly important for us to be able to understand living in the year of our Lord 2026, right? Technology is consistently evolving. AI is a new big thing within just the world. How will that affect modern theater, modern film, the modern entertainment industry as we know it? Technology continues to reshape the experience that we have with a performance. And that raises the question, how will AI in the years to come change how the audience experiences performance? And that's the question that I want to leave you with. Thank you so much, Dr. Pobletti. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope I was able to cover all of the points that you wanted for me to touch on, and I hope that I was able to touch on them correctly, especially in regards to how confused I was with the whole new class course system things. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.